welcome. So lovely to have you here, and thank you for bearing with me and letting me move it back a week. I really, really appreciate it. I'm feeling much, much better. So thank you. Welcome, 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 beautiful people. Hope you're having a good day, morning, wherever you are. I forgot to check actually, but I think this one might have sold out. I think I might have sold 100 tickets, or 100 people registered, but I forgot to check. I hope that you had a lovely day, evening, wherever you, or morning, wherever you are in the world. Pardon?
Dublin. Yeah.
Oh, Dublin. Amazing. Lovely. Well, my loves, I'm really excited that you're all here. It's just me tonight. So yeah, tonight. So I'm going to keep an eye on the chat and let people in as they arrive slowly. And today we're going to do a healing on feeling judged for a decision you made, for a choice you made. And it could be like you feel judged because families made you feel judged, or friends, or even a particular community. I had this recently with a community where I felt judged. So that's why I always like bring on my own experiences. So that's what we're going to be working on today. So what I would love for you to do is just kind of feel into somewhere, or like an experience. It could have even been from years ago, you know, it could have been even when you were at school and you're still carrying that. If that's the case, that's going to be a really, really good one for us to use today, because like you're still holding on to it somewhere and it needs to go, because babe, you just don't need that in your life anymore. You've got to let it go. But that's what I'm here for. That's what we're doing today. I'm helping you move through this stuff and let it go. But yes, if you can think of a scenario, a situation, an experience where you felt judged, and yeah, and then we're just going to let it go. Even if you think, oh, it wasn't that important, like, or didn't bother me that much at the time, I need you to like just bear with it, because there's a reason that your subconscious has popped that into your mind. Basically, if something comes up to the surface, it's ready to be healed, because you're never like, in any healing session or any coaching session, the divine never gives you more than you can handle. So even for me, if I have private clients and I'm doing deep healing work on them, where I'm looking at their body, let's say on an energetic level, sometimes they block sections off for me. Like they might like be like, I might be allowed to work in someone's womb, but then I can't work in their ovaries and their fallopian tubes because they block them off because they're not ready yet. So if something comes up, even if you think it's minor, please pay attention to that and we will go with that. Or if it's a big thing that you're struggling to move past, great, bring that to the table. Okay. So I would love to know where you are calling in from. I never know how to say that, where you're zooming in from, where you are in the world and joining us. So please let me know in the chat, like just drop me where you are calling in from the world at the moment. Thank you. Is that New Jersey? Is that in New Jersey in the States? Yes, amazing. Welcome. And I already heard I've got someone from Dublin. I've been to Dublin. I loved it. But yeah, welcome everyone. Just let me know in the chat if you're feeling confident. Another Irish person in the house. Amazing. Welcome. I love just seeing where people are from the world, because it just blows my mind every time. Like, I think I've had people from Kenya, from Australia, from Brazil, like, and Europe and America and Canada. It's amazing. Okay, right. So that for those of you that don't know me, hi, I'm Lucy, and I help women to straighten their crown and claim their throne and become the empowered, or embody the empowered, wealthy, turned on queen you were born to be, because it's all within us. It's just sometimes it needs activating because of the experiences we've been through, but it's all available to you. All the infinite possibilities and potential is available to you. You just got to get on the same frequency as it. This is a safe space. Okay, this is a space for us women to come together. That's the intention that I set every time. I've already blessed this call and done protection rituals around it. So if it's a place without judgment. So I ask you that if you do feel confident sharing in the chat, I will never read out your name, so it's completely confidential. Even though I'm recording this, the only person that they'll see is me. They will never see anyone else that's on the call, so it can be completely anonymous. But I ask that if you do want to share something, please share something that's related to your experience, and please do not judge anyone else's experience or what they're feeling or going through on this call, because that is their experience. And if you are, sorry, this is the word that came to mind, if you're knackered, how I felt last week, if you're struggling, if you're knackered and you're just like, do you know what, I just need to chill, then do that. Like, I have got plenty of energy for the both of us, like for all of us. So this is my like big love hug to you. So you can just receive. If you're burnt out, if you're tired, if you have had enough, like, or you just need some rest and downtime, then you just sit and listen to this and receive. If you want to join in, you can, but it's not compulsory. If any of you receive my love letters, you will know about a festival I went to recently where I had 2 different cacao ceremonies. One was amazing and the other one was just not great for me, where I was like forced into singing, which is just it's a no-go for me. So I just went mute and it was just highly embarrassing. So like this, all of my healing, it is you do it at your pace, you do you. I will never expect anything from you. But if you just need to receive love, and this is going to be a good one actually, then just do that. Like, just receive love. You don't have to do anything if you don't want to. And the final thing, I ask you to take responsibility for yourself, right? This is your journey, your healing. You've chosen to show up to me for a reason, which is awesome. I'm so excited that my guides are working with your guys. But I ask you to take responsibility. So that means I ask you to take responsibility for any feelings, thoughts, even the uncomfortable ones that come up. If it gets too uncomfortable for you while we're tapping, then I suggest just tapping here on the collarbone. That's the best one for me. And breathe. Or just breathe. Like, just breathe and stay in the room. And just try to like, be present with it and let it go. Just let those feelings go. Because the more like you deny it, the more that you hide it, the more that you won't look at it or bring it up into the light, the bigger it gets in your mind and in your energy, really. And then sometimes it can overpower us, when in fact it's like, what is it, the like when you think it's like a roaring lion, but actually it's a tiny mouse. Like, that's the same thing. It's the same kind of thing. So just allow yourself to sit with things, even if it gets uncomfortable. And I'm a big believer in going there. But if you're not ready, then cool. You don't have to go there. Like I said, just breathe. Okay, so I've got one thing on the go at the moment, which you might be interested in. If you enjoy this healing session, we're going to do tapping, which I'll talk about in a minute. Then I've got a 21 days of tapping transformation. So basically it's a 10-minute audio every day on a different topic, from like heartache to empowerment to confidence to sharing your voice. For 21 days, you'll receive an email with a little tapping audio in, and it's just to help you, give you like a little boost. If you did it in the morning or whenever you can fit it into your routine, you can just give you that little bit of boost, or go to the ones that call to you. I'm going to drop the link in the chat. I've also got my community, which I am working on. I promise you. I know I've been going on about that for ages. It is coming. It is coming. And there'll be more information about that soon. Right. So we're going to get into the healing now. I'm just going to drink some more water. So, feeling judged for a decision you made, a choice you made. And the thing is with this is like, you can be made to feel so guilty, or maybe shame, or perhaps it's even like you made a decision that then ostracized you from a community, or maybe even your family. Like, but at the time it felt right to you. At the time it felt the right way to you because of the tools that you had in your toolkit, or the experiences that you had, or the knowledge that you had. Maybe you were a lot younger and you didn't have the knowledge. And if there's even like an ounce of regret as well, we need to let that go, because you need to back yourself. You need to stand by your decision in that moment. And if you decide later on in life that it wasn't the right one for whatever reason, you need to love and forgive yourself. That's it, point. Like, love and forgive yourself, because you did the best you could at the time. But if there's any lingering feelings of guilt or shame or anything like that, we need to clear them up, because especially shame is stored in our sexual organs. And so, because it's a really dense emotion, it's really heavy. It's one of the heaviest, if you like. And guilt as well, that's stored in our sexual organs. So like, clearing out that is just much better, because as women, we create from our womb space. Like, and I'm not just talking about kids, I'm talking about like birthing businesses or ideas or projects or everything. Like, your womb space is like a beautiful cauldron full of life. And then what I like to think of is the ovaries are like little lightning bolts of ideas, or crackling of like potential, like all the potential that's available to you, which is infinite in the universe. And then you kind of let it marinate in your womb, and then you birth it, whatever that might be. It could be like a desire that you've had, or like a dream that you've got, like making it happen into this 3D reality, which is why we're going to be working with the goddess Gaia today as well, which is really exciting. She's the earth goddess. And also when I tune into her, she feels so much love. Like I feel that she is like the heartbeat at the center of planet Earth. The reason I chose her today is because, well, I didn't choose her, my guides did, but the reason they chose her was because I imagine that if you have felt judged, it's probably by another human. Because the divine angels, galactic beings, the whole lot of them, they don't care. Love is love, and forgiveness, that's it. So like, we're going to bring that love to the table. So what I would love for you to get from this healing is a place of neutrality around this. So I just want to give you an example. So say if I said to you, you don't like the color blue, right? Like, you don't really care about that, do you? You feel quite neutral, doesn't bother you. But if I said to you, you're not very, insert your own word here. So say like, you're really good at something, say you're really organized. If I said you're really disorganized, that would hurt, wouldn't it? And you can feel the visceral reaction in your body, right? So that's what we want to get to, a place of neutrality around this topic of, or around this choice that you made where you feel maybe guilt or shame. And that's what we're going to do today. And the other thing I wanted to just add is, so your emotions are just energy in motion. And then what happens is, like, if we go into shock, or if someone hurts us, we kind of like freeze, like, and we feel those emotions, but we only actually feel those emotions. Maybe it's like heartache or sadness or grief or whatever it might be, pain, suffering. We only feel them for like 90 seconds. And then it's our choice whether we hold on to them or we let them go. We actually have a choice. There's always a choice, right? It might not be particularly attractive, but there's always a choice. But then what happens is, if it's really hurt us, we tend to hold on to it as humans. And then what happens with that is it gets stuck in your energy system, stuck in your body, weighs you down, if you like. So then you're not bouncing on the same frequency as your desires, because your desires are all hanging out on bliss, joy, love, fun. They're the frequencies that everything you want's hanging out on. And also it can cause dis-ease in the body as well, because you're holding on to it. So yeah, we want to clear that out. And that's what EFT emotional freedom technique, tapping, which we're going to do today, does. Because what it does is we tap around several points on the body, and these are acupuncture points, and each point relates to different organs in your body, and it just energetically releases them. So it's like acupuncture without the needles. And then I share words, and the way I like to do it is I get out all the negative first, and I really like to go there if you're ready for it, like, because the thing is, like, this is an opportunity to really move on. So, and no one's listening. So just say it, just get it out how you really feel, even if it sounds really mean, just get it out of you. And then once it's out of you, we then fill up with love and kindness, because it also rewires your mind at the same time. So like, you fuse new neuro pathways so that you set yourself up for healing success. If you can speak out loud, if you're in a safe space and you can speak out loud, I advise you to do it, because us as women have been silenced for a long, long time, say centuries, decades. And also this is healing in itself, but it also helps you to express yourself. And that vibration, again, is another one of letting go. Okay, I think that's it. That's everything I want to say. Yeah. And we're going to be working with the Goddess Gaia. So what I do is I do tapping first, and then close your eyes if you want, and we go into a meditation. When I was tuning into this, when I was telling you this earlier, like, it came to me with like a big, like almost like bouncy castle, squishy red heart. And I was like, okay, is that what you want me to go with? And they were like, yes. So that's going to be in the visualization. Spoiler alert. But just go with it. That's what I've learned in all my years and years and years of doing this. Just go with it. Okay. So I feel like I need to just make this a bit smaller. I've got notes here so I don't forget stuff, because sometimes I do. Right, I just need to get into the frequency because I'm feeling quite happy. So I just need to think about oh yeah, I can always feel like the dip in my energy. Whew. Okay, so if you can think of your experience or a situation where you made a decision, you made a choice, and then you felt judged by other people for that decision. If you can bring that up and those emotions, and then I'm just gonna jump straight in today. So we're just gonna start on top of the head. Oh, I feel so uneasy and uncomfortable. I'm really feeling insecure about this decision that I made, because the people around me, and insert the people or the person there, have made me feel that it wasn't the right decision. And to be honest, that really hurts, because I was doing the best that I could at the time with the knowledge that I have. And to be honest, I feel it was the right decision for me. Gosh, I can feel like a wave of anger coming up. And who do they think they are? Judging me and my decisions and choices. Shouldn't they be thinking and worrying about their own lives? All this anger and frustration for feeling judged. I choose to acknowledge it all. Now just allow yourself to acknowledge that anger, feel it, or that frustration. And I choose to release it. I choose to clear out any anger and frustration towards, insert the person, or my decision and choice, or even myself, on all levels of consciousness, the collective and my own. Let's clear it for everyone else's too. My beautiful, brilliant mind, my energy, my nervous system, and on my body, and on a cellular level too. All these feelings of rejection and sadness. And maybe I feel a bit ostracized because I didn't conform. I didn't make the decision or the choice that people wanted me to make or expected me to make. And now on some level, I feel like I'm getting punished for it. Because I still feel this lingering judgment. Maybe even guilt or shame. But the thing is, I know that I made the right decision for myself at the time. So I am choosing to love and accept myself anyway. I am choosing to look at this person or these people through the eyes of forgiveness. They may not understand my reasonings for my choice and decisions. But really, who cares? It's not their life. It's my life. And I am celebrating myself, not only because I'm awesome, but because I'm doing the best I can in any given moment. And that's all anyone can ask. And that's all I can ask of myself. So any lingering shame, guilt, or doubts about my decisions, I choose to acknowledge them all. And I choose to release them. I choose to let go of these feelings of sadness, rejection, guilt, or shame. I choose to clear them out of my nervous system, of my body, letting them all go, clearing out any other people's opinions from my brilliant, beautiful mind. Letting them all go. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Their opinion doesn't matter. And if they were respectful and important to me and truly understood me, then they would know why I made that decision. But if they choose not to give me grace or compassion for my decision, I'm choosing to just not care. I'm choosing to not take that to heart. I'm choosing to acknowledge that But you know what? I'm choosing to give it back to them. I'm choosing to send their judgment right back to them. Because really, when it all comes down to it, they're just judging themselves. And how harsh a life must that be for them to be constantly judging themselves so harshly that they feel they need to judge so many other people too. Now, it's neither right nor wrong. It just is. So do you know what? I'm choosing to love and accept myself. I'm choosing to stand by my decisions and my choices because I am an empowered, clever, smart, amazing, kind, caring woman. And I don't care for other people's judgments or opinions because I'm so focused on what it is I want to create, what it is that I am excited by and want to manifest in my life. So I'm choosing to clear out any judgment, any feelings of guilt and shame around decisions I made. I'm choosing to clear out any of this resistance that's getting in the way of me creating what I want in this life. I'm choosing to let go of other people's opinions and judgments, clearing them out of my mind, like with a big one of those cobweb dusters, cleansing my mind of any fear or judgments because I want to do things differently, because I want to create the life that I want to create. And these other people who may or may not have judged me, they will disappear into the background because I am choosing to let go of any of this resentment or emotion so that I become neutral, so that it doesn't bother me anymore. Because when I become neutral, when I can let this go, that is the biggest act of self-love I can do for myself. And it feels so good. I choose to love myself. I choose to forgive myself. I choose to back myself. I choose to stand in my power and stand by my decisions. I choose to accept myself with so much love and huge amounts of kindness because I am so worthy and deserving of feeling amazing, of feeling fantastic, of doing life my way and doing me. So any fear, future fear I might have about doing things differently, I choose to acknowledge that little bit of shadow there. And I choose to release it. I choose to clear it all out. Clear out any fear around making big decisions, about making choices that are different to the norm on all levels of consciousness, the collective and my own. My brilliant, beautiful mind my energy, my nervous system, my ovaries and my womb, all sorts of creation, and my body, and on a cellular level too, and across all time and space, dimensions, realities, and realms. I'm so open to feeling good about the choices I make. I'm so open to being decisive and making decisions, even if that means putting my big girl pants on and perhaps making choices that upset people, because I am a kind, caring, amazing human being. But sometimes I have to put me first. In fact, I should really put me first all the time. I have to make myself a priority. I have to make my self-care a priority. And sometimes that means making decisions and choices which upset others. And sometimes that means setting loving boundaries to help myself and to create the life that I desire. Because that's what this game of life is about. It's about creating the experiences my soul wishes to have. And that sometimes might mean I need to crack a few eggs to make that omelette. But you know what? I love myself enough. I don't like the word. I love myself plenty to put on my big girl pants and do it. If I need to forgive myself for a past decision or choice, I'm choosing that now for myself. And if I need to let go of fear because I need to make a decision and choice, and I'm concerned what others might think, I acknowledge that, but I'm choosing to do it anyway, because I'm choosing to be of service for myself, to myself. I'm choosing to do what is best for myself, my health, my happiness, my relationships, and my wealth, as I deeply and completely love, honor, accept, value, and respect myself. Okay, take a deep breath in. Oh, fill those lungs up. They're a sign of freedom and expansion. Oof. Let it go. Let all that stuff go. Oh, okay. Sorry, I've still got a little bit of catarrh from last week. Just give me a minute. Ooh. So what I would love for you to do now is I would love for you to close your eyes and get really comfy, whether you're on your sofa, on your bed, in a chair, wherever you are, just get really comfy. And if you are in a chair, pop both feet on the floor, put both feet on the ground. But if you're not, that's fine, but just close your eyes. And what I would love for you to do is I would just love for you to take a deep breath in with me. All the way into your belly, if you can manage that. And let it go. Let's get high on the lovely oxygen, and then in again. And then we'll do a third breath, because 3 is the magic number in mysticism. But also this time I would love for you to imagine that this breath is like a gift of love from all the trees, the oxygen, and from Mama Earth, Gaia herself, just filling your body with love. Every little cell, every little vein, every little particle of you filling with love and energy, energizing. And let it go. And then what I would love you to do is go to a peaceful, natural environment in your mind, or vision yourself there, or your imagination, whatever works for you. This is your journey. So just go to this beautiful, natural, tranquil place, wherever that is for you. Like, might be a mountaintop, might be a forest, might be by a lake. Doesn't matter. Wherever it is for you. Alano kishnikita, nikitulo kushnikita, and molekina, shnikitulo kushnikita, lekitata. And then what I would love for you to do is just notice in this beautiful area as you're walking through, you're barefoot, and you can hear the birds singing. There's such a joyful song, and in their song it's almost like the song love songs. They're singing love songs to you. And as you hear these love songs from these beautiful birds and animals, that it's almost like your heart opens even more. And as your heart blossoms, you feel this love radiating out from it. And it's going into every fiber of your being, every muscle, down your back and down your nervous system. So your whole body, and then it even goes up to your mind as well. So your whole body and your mind just takes this massive, and lets go. And the juicy freedom you feel in the letting go of anything you've been holding on to. It's just pure peace. And you feel that peace radiating from within you as you walk, and you see this peace and this love just radiating out into the animals and the surrounding area, the trees, the sand, wherever it might be for you, the sky. And as you look up, you see the sun, and it's just warming your face, and it feels so good. Your body just being warmed, and you are so loved. You are so safe here. You are so supported. You are valued. You are respected, and you are connected to everything here. Like, you feel it. You feel connected to a grain of sand or a blade of grass, the same as you feel connected to an animal or the sky or a tree. And it feels amazing to be a part of all of this ecosystem as you breathe in and you breathe out. And as you're walking, just allowing yourself to soften into this and feel the love that is surrounding you. You come across this giant heart, boom, 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 boom. And every time it beats, it's almost like you feel even more connected to all that is through all time and space. And this beautiful heart, it's up to you. It could either be a beautiful crystal rose quartz, or it could be a big fluffy pink pillow that you're going to dive into. You just want to jump into it and be enveloped in this love and this warmth. And as you do, as you either enter the crystal circle, or you enter the crystal heart, or you jump into this big fluffy heart cushion, you feel that connection to everything and everyone. And you just send out love. And as you send out love, you receive love back tenfold. And as you do, that cup, that goblet, that beautiful cup that's in the center of your pelvis, where your center of your femininity is, it fills up. You feel your cup being filled up with love and energy, and it feels so good. And the forgiveness starts as well. And this love and forgiveness overflows in your cup down into your beautiful hips, where we store a lot of emotion. And it just soothes, like this soothing balm, and down into your legs, down into your beautiful ankles and feet, and out the soles of your feet, and up into your womb space, and into your chest area, and your heart, and your arms, up your neck, up your spine, up your nervous system. And it's almost like you can feel every vertebrae breathing a sigh of relief as you just let go. You surrender and you soften to love. There is nothing else that you need to do. And this love, it's all consuming and it's all for you. It's all for you. And then as you're lying there or sitting there, the beautiful, wonderful Gaia appears. However she appears to you, the beautiful Mother Earth, Mama Earth goddess. Oh, and she radiates love. And you can hear her heartbeat, ba-boom, ba-boom. You know that's the rhythm of life, and you are a part of it. What an honor as a human in this lifetime. And she comes up to you and she gives you the biggest embrace. And again, you feel your body melt. You lean into it. You allow yourself to be supported by not only Mama Earth, but the entire universe and the divine itself, all that is. And you realize in that moment that you are connected to all that is through all time and space, and that it is within you. Gaia is within you. The divine is within you. Oh, and it feels so good. And as you soften, as you let go, woof, your wings, your beautiful, majestic angel wings open up. Oh, and you feel so empowered and so confident. And honestly, in awe of yourself. This beautiful divine being having a human experience at this time. And in that moment of realization and the love that you're receiving, any judgments just fall away. Almost like if the judgments were attached to you like little sticky notes, they all fall away with this love that you are being enveloped in. And nothing matters apart from your desires, your wishes, your dreams. And then that's what you're choosing to focus on. And with Gaia's help, the Mama of Earth, she's going to help you make them happen. You were given those desires and dreams by a divine for a reason. She's now going to help you make them happen. And as you have this awareness, this realization, she leans down and whispers something into your ear. Just a little message just for you. Because you are so special and unique. And she is celebrating you. She is loving you. She is thanking you for being a human on planet Earth at this time. And you can ask her anything. You can be here for, like, she is here for you always. And so if you have, after she's whispered something into your ear, if you have a question for her, go for it. Ask away. And then with so much love in your heart and so much love in the universe that you're connected to right now, and all the infinite possibilities and potential, because now you're bouncing on the frequency of love, the same frequency as your desires and dreams. Take a deep breath in and let it go, and thank your beautiful self. Thank the beautiful Gaia as she disappears back, gets smaller and smaller and smaller. Thank the beautiful animals and your beautiful safe space. And what I would love for you to do is keep your eyes closed, but come back into your beautiful body. Feeling yourself, feeling the majestic, the wonderfulness that is you. And keeping your eyes closed, just allow yourself to, like, maybe wiggle your toes or notice the support of the seat or the bed or the sofa that you're sitting on. and taking a deep breath in. Whew. And maybe letting out a sigh and just releasing anything more that needs to be released. And then when you are ready and you feel that you are so filled with love, you can open your eyes and rejoin us. Well, thank you so much for joining me, my lovelies. And I hope that you feel quite energized after that, peaceful and energized. That's my hope. But whatever your experience, that's perfect. That's what's needed right now. If you wanted to share anything in the chat, you're more than welcome to. I'd love to know if you had any intuitive nudges, or like if anything came up for you, that would be lovely. But if you just want to drift off and continue, then you can do that. Oh, someone says thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right, my lovelies. Well, have an amazing day, evening, wherever you are in the world. And I shall see you hopefully next month. Take care. Bye.